Hi guys. Alright, I'm just straightening up my bed because I've just put my heat pad on everything that hurts basically. Everything that hurts had some heat applied, so that's good. I don't need ice. Remote control, I've gone through a few YouTubers. It's kind of my routine. Out of breath. Anyway, whew, catching my breath there. So I have to brush my hair now. Sir's gone to get some food at Woolworths. It's a food grocery shopping. Sorry, let me speak international here. I'll speak international. Grocery shopping. My pronunciation's terrible. Us Australians don't really care. We just don't, actually. Do we have an accent? Anyone from another country, can you tell me, do I sound very Aussie, a little Aussie, a lot Aussie? I don't know, because I don't know how I sound to other countries, but I can pick it up when I watch people in England and people in America on my YouTube. I'm like, oh, it's kind of different, isn't it? But I can have many different accents because that's just echolalia. When you learn to speak like someone like me, you pick up accents. So it's a talent. It's a superpower, actually. That's why a lot of autistics are actors and actresses, because they're very good at it. Anyway, he's gone to also get me from Kmart. I WhatsApped him. And I said, right, I need this from Kmart. It's $12 for my poster, which is actually not really poster, but it's a print of a picture, and it's on canvasy stuff that I got. I know I'm an artist and I'm putting someone else's reprinted a billion times art. It's my inspiration, I guess. I appreciate other artists. I'm not a realist, never will be. It doesn't interest me. I can just take a picture. No offense, though, I've got a niece who can paint like a photo, and it's like, girlfriend, you're amazing. Okay, so I appreciate art, all of it, but I'm just saying, me doing it, I'm an abstract. I just want to get messy. I'm a bit of a Jim Carrey too. Like, have you seen his art studio in his house? With the platforms and stuff, he just lies down and he just goes, dude, you are my style in everything. Far out, if I had a lot of money, that's what I'd do. A whole room, and I'd just walk in with certain art clothes, and I'd walk out probably just with absolute different colours all over me and in my hair, and I'd be like, yep, that was fun. And the outcome will probably be better too, because I won't be so, oh my goodness, I'm going to spill it somewhere on the carpet. No, I have protection for that reason. But you know what I mean? Imagine the freedom of walking to, not everyone has that privilege of going into their actual art room and going, I can just go for it. Splatter. And abstract artists, we're messy. The mess is all the point of it, kind of, because we are ADHD, as most of us, I reckon. Anyway, it's pretty, right? Dreamy to look at. This just reminds me of when I was on the hobby farm, so it just gives me that nice thing to look at from my bed, because it's kind of over here, my head's over there, right? So it's like it's on that shelf, and then right across there is me. So it's just brilliant. Once again, another pain focal point thing. Eh? You're not having my picture. No. Tell everyone what you've been doing. You've been playing with your brother, haven't you? Kiss. Mwah. Let's kiss French. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, we did it. Mwah. It's a very European kiss, that one. Or greeting, I should say. I do greetings for other people's sake. I do not like them at all. But I like the people, so I just do the greetings. Allergic to cats, absolutely. I know. I have 2 ragdolls. 2. I got one here, one over there. Willow, what you doing, Bubba? My old man, he's 8, he's a senior, and he's a junior. Not even 1 yet. So, anyway, he's all fluff. He's all fluff. But he tried to stop us from going to dinner last night. He was just down the hallway at a friend's place. So, you know, He lays across the door and he's just like, oh, stretch. We're like, I'm in the wheelchair, Sir's behind me, and we're just like, come on, get up. All right, get up. He's just like, no, you're not going. It was kind of like this kind of, if it was a human child, I probably would have posed like this, like, no, you're not going anywhere, Mum and Dad, you're not going anywhere. Nope, no, but I have something to say. That's kind of me as a kid, actually. I needed my people. As an autistic child, it was like, if my mum went out, I wouldn't cope because she was a single mum. My dad was not a full-time dad. No, I never experienced that. My grandparents were that because they spent longer hours with me, a whole weekend with me, or my other grandparents 2 weeks at a time. Like, so at the end of the day, it was like, my mum had to deal with me. And so when she went, which naturally she needs a break, you know, single parenting and stuff, and a special needs child, it's a big deal. And it's like me going, oh, but you're my person. I can't function without you. You're my interpreter. Anyway, I ended up with more interpreters, some aunties, even some uncles. I ended up with much more interpreters than just my mum, eventually. Even some people in the street. A little bit, tiny bit though, not the same as family. In autistics, we love our family. That's what makes it harder for us losing family, because I think autistically you don't really want to mix outside your family, because it's like, why do I need more than that? I mean, I do enjoy it when I meet people that I get along with and sit down and have it. I love it. But it's just weird. It's like I just don't have that strong desire to kind of go out there and be like, hey, I want lots of friends. It's like, I'm kind of happy on my own with just a best friend, my partner. We have so much history. Like, I'm just comfortable. He's my interpreter now. Sorry, sir. No one should come and be a partner and have a job. But unfortunately, I came with extra strings, didn't I? But anyway, he's accepted it from the beginning. And don't worry, I've always given him the thing of, you can fucking leave this crap. Like, I'm serious. I would not resent you for it, because like, this is shit. My life has been shit, guys, because of this disability. So I have said to him, like, you know, I've got 22Q. I shouldn't even be married. Like, my abilities to adult, slim, in fact. But anyway, I did it. But it wasn't easy. So young ones, hang in there. You'll find your place. And to all you carers, single mums, my mum was a single mum with me, just know that child will look at you and go, you're my everything, okay? Because of what you do for them if they're young. Because my mum resented it. Some turn that way. Some of you mums know that, maybe with special needs friends you've got that have kids with whatever, you know, anything that I've got that was, you know, severely impacting raising us as children. I mean, special needs children are difficult. And I don't doubt that, like, there's that frustration, because I look back at myself and I'm like, oh my goodness, how does she put up with that? That's a lot. A lot of dysfunction from me, because I'm like out of control with ADHD, climbing the walls literally. And she wasn't feeding me sugar at all, but I was still climbing the walls, because ADHD and 22Q is, ADHD is like on steroids apparently. Read the research if you've got 22Q. That's why your ADHD it's a different type, it's worse. And even your autism, you're gonna have more classic autism than Asperger's or whatever, because no, we don't function developmentally at all, hence the developmental disorder word. We don't at all. We get better at hiding it. If you live with us, it's like, oh, she just can't function at all, can she? Oh my God. So you should see me with my peers. I tend to always have friends that are a lot older than me, because they have the compassion to look at me and go, oh, she's a struggling adult. That's okay. That's cool. She does her best. I get accepted more. So it's always ended up that way, right? unless it's been people I've done like dancing with, university with, high school with. They've always been very supportive. I've had a lot of people along my way look out for me, and they probably didn't even know. They knew something was like wrong, like she's pretty weird. Can't quite work her out. She's kicking ass, and oh no, she's failing. She's really socially fucked. They know, probably look at it now and go, fuck, she's autistic. Yeah, weirdo. It is a weird thing to have, but I managed to get through because girls do a little better. We're born with some social skills. So let's brush my hair. But that's just the history of like a little, as you know, this communication style of memory talking is how I can be, I guess, some kind of adult. Sorry. I get embarrassed by it now that I know more about it. Isn't that sad? Gosh, I'm getting emotional. Only because I thought that I was kicking it, right? And I know I am. I know I can branch out of episodic memories like this and communicate. I appreciate that. After so many dark years, in the sense of when I mean dark, I mean like solitude in my head, just absolutely being stuck in my head because I couldn't have the connections others had with each other because in between there was no words for me. So there is no connection, guys. And that child, your child possibly, unless you go to that level and you really get in there and you say to them, I know you don't have words, but I know you feel. They'll know that by your, it's almost telepathic, guys. I swear to God, the telepathic thing with autistics is real. And you're autistic, whether they're verbal or non-verbal, you know, like whether they're sort of speaking but not mature enough for their age to cope in their peers or whatever, they know that there's this, it's so hard to connect with others, and yet I watch others just connect. And so much talking goes on, and it's like, wow, these people are just, wow, amazing. Oh, how do they do it? And it's really lonely. And there is that sense of loneliness, but there's those special people in our families, particularly, it really is normally family members, that notice and come up to us, come to our level. Literally down to eye level as we start. Yes, they're not going to look in your eyes. Of course, we don't. It's a lot as a kid. I've learned to look at the nose and the mouth so I can lip read. So when we had masks, it distressed me quite a lot because I realised how much I read mouths. And I know I can hear, but for some reason, no, I needed to see the mouth. It's like, this is just not normal. Like, all I see is eyes and a mask. Far out. It was more intimidating to see a mask and eyes. It was like, sting, burn. It's like a piercing laser bolt of fire going right through you. It's like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Anyway, let me brush my hair. Let's me do something executive functioning wise. While Sir's not here, it's like, okay, I'll straighten out my bed. I've managed all my pain spots. He's gone off to do something constructive, so I need to be constructive. So let me brush my hair. I'm not going to put deodorant on or anything because I'm having a bath tonight, because look at me standing up right now. I need to go and lie down now because I'm starting to flake. It's been just over 10 minutes. But yes, so basically I'm just sad that, as you know, I just went back into memories. More in my head, but you heard a bit of it verbally too. So, let's sit down and talk, because it's not with the toilet in the background. Jeez, that's not really like pretty, is it? Do you want to see my mushroom? Sorry, I have to show you this. This is so cool. I can hide stuff in here. I don't know what, but like, look at this. Isn't this so 70s? I swear I had so much cane in my room. I did have cane in my room when I was a little girl. I know what it looks like. Don't even, it's rude. But basically, that's Tourette's. Sorry to my Tourette's friends out there. Sorry. And also, I'm sorry because it's too soon in Australia to talk about mushrooms. It's too soon. That sounds worse. I should have kept that in my head. Anyway, it's cute, right? Yeah. Did you know, oh my gosh, the mushroom lady, did you know that she was in Pemberton? Anyone in WA who watches my channel, you know that she actually, no, I'm not kidding, it's out there on a YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, there's so much back history. You've got to look at it. You've got to look at it. It's deep. And I'm telling you, you learn more on social media than the newspaper, just to let you know. Don't bother with the news. They always talk shit. You look online. That's what everything is. But I'm just saying, like, this lady, she lived in WA, in Pemberton. I mean, don't you find that weird, right? Incredible. I was like, wow. I probably walked past her. I said, sir, we could have been in the bakery with her at the same time holidaying, or, we've been to Pemberton so many times. Anyway, see, it's memories again. Let's not talk about memories. Yeah, I was going to talk about the log cabin we stayed in with our dog and my kids. And in Pemberton, it's fun. Log cabins, open fire. The dog holds the fire the whole time. She was a golden retriever. She was big. Well, for a girl. The girls aren't as big as the boys. But yeah, she was like, oh, this is lovely. I'll just sleep here tonight. I'm like, yeah, good night, Summer. Like, you know. Yeah, I was kind of jealous. I was like, sir, we could sleep out there. He's like, no. I'm like, you're so not adventurous. I would have taken the mattresses out and in front of the fire gone, that's living, Barry. Anyway, memories. Sorry, let's get back to the story of, like, I'm just sad that I don't communicate like normal people. And I shouldn't be. So how about we all stop trying this rubbish game in our head of trying to be normal for the world, to be accepted, okay? We're trying to fight against that, and we do that in theory, and then we go out there and we try and neurotypical, and we fail. Or I do what I do on my channel, and it's like, I'm honest about it. It's like, you guys need to know, this is not communication that's functional outside. Think about it. Going to an appointment, having to talk about and focus on the here and now, and me going off on tangents, that is not helpful. But that's what happens. This is not a helpful way of communicating, even though I communicate through it. So I'm just sad because when I catch myself doing it now that I've been made aware and it's been brought to the forefront from the unconscious to the conscious, it's like, this hurts. It's like, damn, I thought I was having a really good conversation, but I just realized it's all just memories. I'm not communicating in the here and now. It makes me sad. Even remembered my stepdad telling me to stop smiling so much because I started to over smile to fit in as an autistic. Because when I was young, I had the flat affect, okay? And people always like, why are you so sad, sweetie? And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not sad. What is people talking about? They all used to think I was so sad, even as an adolescent as well. Oh, she's so depressed. I wasn't. I was just, the flat affect came back in adolescence because I was like, I think I was just sick of masking because it wasn't working. It's like, screw this. You take it or leave it. And I had friends that literally accepted me as like this. So I didn't care anymore. Oh, Maxie, they can't see you. They can only see your tail. Oh, beautiful boy, come here. Oh, is your big brother gone to bed? He's an old man, isn't he? He's got to get his morning nap, his grandpa nap. Oh, my baby. Oh, no more kisses, mummy. Will you lie on the sensory rug? This is my sensory rug. It's magical, and also it's good hard ground to straighten my back out. And then it's a nice thing to come out of my bath in, although the drain is more here, so that's lucky. But anyway, my bath is great. Keeps me clean. Pain, that's why I do it at night time before bed. So yeah, like, just let's remember, okay? Let's stop trying to be neurotypical, guys. And I know a lot of people say, but you could trick people to, yeah, but we're freaking depressed when you make us do that 24/7. If I was like that 24/7, I'd be like, yeah, I hate life. It's not going to make me happy. My OCD will come stronger. All of my other anxieties will come in stronger. It'll just be like, constipation feeling of like a bundle of emotions that I still have to get my cards out and work out what my emotions are. And then talk about them and go, it's interesting. Right, so I just need to do this. Gotcha. And then I'm fine because of alexithymia. It's shocking. And us chicks are supposed to know emotions so well. It's like, I suck at this. I really suck at it. I don't. I know the theories in psychology because I've been to university. It's all theory. The application to even myself, it's like, no, I still need emotions cards, which is what a lot of my people, even in the past, this lady that was working closely with me one-on-one, she used the card. She goes, look, I use this with kids. Are you offended? And I was like, this is helpful. Lady, you're on point. Okay, let's just keep going. I really appreciate this. And this was like, that's roughly, I would have been, I guess, like 30s, you know? And I was like, no, this is great. And that's when I discovered, wow, I've got problems with identifying. And she even like said that too. And that's why when, you get diagnosed with autism, it's like, well, I had alexithymia, facial blindness, like executive functioning issues, and wow. But she's like, you just don't see, like, as soon as you get the cards, you just tell me where you're at. Whereas if we don't use the cards, she's like, I don't know anything. What's going on in there? I'm like, oh gosh, you sound like my family. That's all they used to say. What's going on in that little head? And I'm just like, okay, I'm not a baby. But I was the young one for a long time. I was the baby for a long time. And it does kind of go to your head. You get a little obnoxious and you get a little cheeky about it. Yep, I could just do this and everyone laughs. Joke's on you. Yeah, it really was on them. They're thinking that I'm the one they're laughing at. No, I'm laughing at you. Because that was really pathetic what I just did, but you laughed. Genuinely laughed. I had talent. I thought, this is great. I'll use this. And I did with my grandparents. But like, yeah, I was laughing at them really. But wish I could speak to them to talk more about the non-verbal side of me, whether it's non-verbal moments or the selective mutism that is also, guys, selective mutism, the selective part is just not the deal with that one, okay? We do not choose it. It just happens and it's like, what? Like when you catch the flu, you can't do anything about it. You just, you got it, you just go, oh, here we go. That's it. That's how it happens. And it's like, damn. What's beeping, Max? You touched my mattress lock? Okay. 2 seconds. Okay, Max disappeared. I'm back here. I'm sorry to confuse you. That beep would have annoyed me and reminded me of another memory of everyone in Denmark on the hobby farm. We were all up and I had everyone in the kitchen here, and it was to buzzing because I could hear this noise. Everyone was so excited to be up in the night with me. Not. And here, in the kitchen, the furthest end of the house. The house was a very long house because it was, anyway, my grandparents cut it in half, took it onto the farm from the town. Big story. Bank manager thought it was funny. He's like, no, I'm serious. Bank manager's like, you know what? And he's like, no, I'm serious. I've already arranged someone to cut it in half and take it on a truck. Anyway, basically, they're like, oh yeah, it is buzzing. Let's unplug the kettle. Like, great. Or whatever it was, toaster maybe. I don't know. But it's an appliance and turn it off. Old houses, right? Electrics in our days, getting a little bit, I remember going to SciTech with my kids. Is that a little bit of electrocution? The lady that's, they go around with the little badges and she's like, yes, That's what you would feel if you had a slight electrocution. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've had that a lot, actually. She's like, a lot? I'm just like, yes. I'm thinking to myself, and I'm talking to some country. Remember? Think about it. Think of all the places you've been in country Australia. You get zapped. Even in the shower, it's like, oh, that's a bit of a tingle. They've got adverts for that now, Australia. Keep an eye out for the tingles in the shower. Don't be rude. Basically, when you put your hand on the metal and you get a tingle on that metal, no, I didn't even know if you should turn it off with an object. I don't know. A rubber object? I don't know. I'm thinking scientifically now. I don't know. Me, I'd probably just go, sensory overload. Help, I don't know what to do. Yet I can think about it now, but because that situation's not happening. I'm assuming you just try and get the water off somehow. And contact someone, electrician, plumber, both. Not good. But anyway, I was like, yeah, no, I felt that a lot. Oh dear. But autism, we try and hide it. And I'm just trying to say, unmask. And unmasking is complex because it depends where you are on your journey. It depends on the people around you and their demands on you masking. It's always convenient for them for you to mask. There's times where we have to for self-protection. It's not safe to be vulnerable in this world. It's not. It's really sad, isn't it? As a religious person myself, I find it really sad that chicken licking, no. Okay, we are not going to play with the pretty tree. Come here. I don't think we fit up there. It fits, it sits. Maxie, I think we'll just, okay, you don't need to be up there. You've got the ball, you've got the soft fluffy rug. Yes, I think good boy is just laying in front of me. Good boy. You just don't know what to do. Well, I'll go to bed soon because I have to lay down, but I like to give you guys a different view. It's like always being in bed, so no, I'm not doing better or anything. I'll pay for this, but it's because I know I'm not doing anything else today. Except for see my friend down the hall, her costume hopefully. Oh, she said she's going to show us before she leaves. Anyway, it's a ball that she's going to. Super cool, right? And I love dress ups. And basically, just be you. But just know that there is moments of self-protection where you do it, and I get it. Especially women, girls. But like, if you don't have to, you shouldn't have to. You should have people around you, no matter who they are, family, friends, who accept your struggles with autism and accept you just being able to switch off and not be masking and be like, it's really hard, and go home and be like, oh my gosh, like I'm exhausted. You just get very, very exhausted. And if you've got anything like me, you've got the combo, you've got psychosocial with autism, ADHD, OCD, and, you know, then you've got your physical, which is a bigger side for me, but still doesn't mean that the psychosocial and the clash of the two, it's not fun. It's really stressful for everyone concerned, everyone around me, okay? And this is what makes me sad. They see us as difficult people, yet we're just being autistic, which is what we were born, and it's really sad. Don't let people shame you. Say, but I know I'm fucking annoying. Like, I know, but guess what? I'm autistic and I'm doing my best, and if you don't think it's good enough, I'm sorry. But this is me. This is who I am. 51. I've worked hard to be this. This is my exceptional level because I know, because I pushed harder. I pushed harder than I could have just settled at a certain level and gone, oh, it's going to be lazy. It's too hard. Right? I could have settled and I kept going. And that's a choice. You don't have to. It's a bit like what I say to cancer people, you know, you don't have to be a fucking hero, okay? You don't. You don't have to be a hero of your condition. Same with you, 22qers or autistics or anyone who has a condition that society says, but you have to kick it. You have to do so well. No, you don't. You're allowed to fail. You're allowed to fuck up. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to be annoying if you can't help it. If it is part of your condition, they should not be blaming you. If you're doing your best and you know it, you know you're not lazy on things, you know you're not trying to cut corners, then you don't deserve it. So I really, really want to honor you guys who are working on the unmasking right now, because it's a big one for women particularly. And maybe you guys, let me know, because I don't want to say, oh, you guys don't suffer what we do, when if you are, you are. But I know that females try a bit harder because it's expected of us to be the social one. It's really hard. Yeah. So for me, I think what I was blessed with, but you don't have to choose this. Religion is a total personal thing. And like I've said before, you could be an atheist. I don't care. People are people. I care about who you are. So basically, I just found though personally, that being raised Catholic with the Bible, with the understanding of all of the teachings, and then when my stepfather came along with all the teachings, more Anglican, more, I just felt this makes sense to me. These rules have always kept me just feeling like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. That makes sense. And for me, that's got me through. That's helped me make decisions. I feel like it's a good thing in the sense of I've made all the right decisions, I feel. I can't be perfect. We can't be perfect. Life isn't perfect, right? It's not rainbows and unicorns, right? It's just, sometimes life can be a bundle of shit. Really, guys? But it's okay. You'll be okay. There's always good times, and then your perspective determines your day, your week, your life. Your perspective. You've got to be optimistic, even when you're facing statistics, or that are against you with things, or you're facing people that are, spiritual warfare. Look what I'm going through. Like I said, I've got all my ducks in a row, all of my paperwork, all right, high-end specialists, and people still play spiritual warfare games. It's not a safe world. So you have to defend yourself. And I know when you do that, autistics, you have to mask. And you feel like a fraud. And I know how you feel. You have to act like you're in acting class, and you're like, you give them this script. I don't know if anyone else has been to acting class, but I have. I did a term with my friend doing actual acting before I went to performing arts school, and we did it there as well, high school. But basically, which really helped me with autism. But basically, I remember you get handed the script and you read the words, and it has the facial expressions written in there, guys. If you don't know theatre arts, it has facial expressions written in there, even tone of voice has it written in there, and you do it, and it was like, wow, that was so cool. And that's how it feels, guys. If you're not autistic, that's how it feels when we're around people that we don't know, around places that we have to be something that we're not, like step out of who we really are. It's awful. We feel fake because we are being fake. It just sucks. And then to be told that's not good. No, you're not good. You're not good enough. And it's like, yeah, because I'm a fucking fraud. Because I don't even know what I'm saying and doing. It's all theory. It's like, I'm really drowning here, guys. And these people don't care. That's why I have to mask. Because I'm vulnerable. My neuropsych had a big chat to Matt in a room alone. I was like, I'm rather offended. I said, what was said in there? And he was like, she just was warning about your vulnerabilities in life. That it's good that he has guardianship, and we both agree. We had a big chat about it, and I actually felt relieved. I said, you know what? It's such a relief to talk to her about my mental age and not have to be something I'm not, or to be shamed because I don't cut it in someone's eyes. I don't give a shit. Because I've had the validation by, neuropsychologists are big professionals, guys. They're pretty clever. 15 hours, she tested me. We had a long discussion, and I really appreciate this. It was almost like the same as my autism diagnosis. It's like all of my struggles went away because it was like, okay, I just have to be me, right? He's like, right, yeah, pretty much. Like, stop masking. What's masking? And the conversation was, I don't think we even called it masking then, but just, be you. Delve into those things. Like, what are you into? And he obviously like pulled up all my special interests, and we had a discussion about each one of them. And of course, he had to tell me to shut up about each one of them first. And then he's like, you need to focus on that, and then that, and then that. So like things that create work, things that create leisure, and it's just focus on your special interests, guys. Make that your life, as in your job should be your special interest. It really, really should. It really should if you can. I know that that's not always within our control. Okay, I've been a checkout chick, but you know what? It's honest work, and it's money, and it's hard, honest work, and it makes you strong. It builds character. Okay, because people treat you like shit. Checkout chick, and it's like, yeah, whatever. It's an honest job, and I was raised with that mentality. A job is a job. Even my grandfather, who was a multimillionaire in the 80s, he'd be like high-fiving me. Like, he'd come to my work and they'd go through my checkout. I'm like, oh my gosh, my grandparents here. Ah! I was so excited. And they would come through and I'd just be like, oh my goodness, they see me all grown up. I was like, hi, I can't hug you. They were proud of me for working. So don't forget that. If you're in a job that people say, oh, you're just doing that job. I know that us autistics end up in jobs that are so mundane because of I used to get bullied at that job. But I had a beautiful friend from school, Barbara Ann, that looked after me. I don't know if she knows it, but she always protected me from the bullying. She explained things. So she was doing social stories. She was smart. She would say to me, oh, this is what she wants you to do, and this is how you do it. Do you want me to show you how? I was just like, thank you. So if you get bullied, just know you will get better at how to find the right people, how to not end up with people that will bully you, full stop, how to end up in a career that suits your special interest. You will get there. Or education, like courses doing, whether it's TAFE, that might be college in America, I don't know, university. You will get somewhere. You will find your niche and your spot in life as an autistic. And if you can't reach much like pretty much me, you are worthy. So unmasked, be you, and don't let people shame you because you've done nothing wrong. If you were doing your best since you were born like me, I've always done my best, and even more than that. I've really tried too hard. I really, really have. And sometimes that can go against you. So tell people, you can say I'm not good enough, but what you should be saying is, oh my goodness, you were like that as a kid, and now wow. Isn't it unbelievable? It's actually unbelievable. Exactly. Because of hard work. Blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, I went through so much. I remember when I first would sleep alone in a house, I didn't sleep. I would check every window and door because I'm autistic, and I'm like, well, I'm home alone. All the movies say something's going to happen. Us autistics and anxiety, just things, I couldn't executively function. I was struggling. I used to have sticky notes everywhere, lists for everything stupid that other people don't write lists about. Just do whatever you need to do. Be you. Some people will say you're never good enough even if you try too hard. Take it from me. So be you. Okay, so I'll see you next time, guys. And I hope this has helped some young autistics or even validating some of you that are my age group or nearby my age group, because that's what I'm hoping to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for so much support, guys. I really appreciate it. I love your chats and your insights. It's great. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.